If your goal is to start a business and you want to make $1 million a year, that means you divide that by 365, you have to make $2,739 a day in revenue to build a business that's making you $1 million a year. If your business doesn't operate on weekends and holidays and you're only working Monday through Friday, well then now you got to take this $1 million and you got to divide it by 261 because now we got to take out weekends and holidays, which means you have to make $3,831 a day if you want to make $1 million a year in your business. If you want to make $100,000 a year, just remove 1 0. If you want to make $100,000 a year here, you got to make $273 a day. If you want to make $100,000 here, that means you have to make $383 a day. The question now is, how do you start from $0 and take that to $273 a day or $383 a day? What do you do? Where do you start? If you want to start a business and you don't have a business idea and you don't have access to capital, you can't go and raise money somewhere, the first thing you got to do is you got to get some cash quickly. And the easiest way to do that if you don't have a lot of money to start is by using your services. Go out and start detailing people's cars. Go out and start mowing people's lawns. Go out and start helping people with stuff. This is an easy way for you to go out and start generating some cash. That way you have some cash to invest in your business, even if that means being able to now afford building a website or registering your business or filing whatever licenses you need. If you don't know where to start, just take a look around you in your home. Start by selling some of your clothes or some of your old furniture or some of your old electronics. Everyone has stuff in their homes, and it's an easy way for you to generate at least a few $1,000s because you have this extra stuff sitting in your home that you're not using. Just take it and sell it. Now you got some extra cash. Once you do that, then you got to figure out what kind of business you actually want to start. And this isn't always the easiest thing to do because people make it kind of seem like you're just gonna be able to find your passion and know what you want. But it took me a lot of different business tries to figure out what I liked and what my passion really was, because my passion changed so many times and what I thought was cool changed so many times. But this is where you have to learn to be resourceful, because so many people make it seem like if you want to start a business and if you want to build a big business, you need a whole bunch of money to start. That you cannot start a successful business unless you have resources and unless you have a whole bunch of cash in your pocket. But that's just not true if you have the ability to think and be creative and be resourceful. When I was in high school, I would spend my weekends working at Indian weddings, and I would work with DJs and I would play an instrument called the dhol, which is a native Indian Punjabi drum. And so I would play this drum at weddings and I would make a little bit of money, but I got to know a lot of the DJs. And one of the DJs in the industry said, "Hey, you know a lot of people, you're in high school, how about you and I work together to start hosting teen parties at a local restaurant?" There was a new restaurant that popped up in our city, and this restaurant was looking for some exposure and they were looking for some brand awareness, and so they were willing to work with us to allow us to host parties there in exchange for us promoting the restaurant. And us promoting the restaurant doesn't cost us any money, so I figured, hey, let's do it. Now we had a venue to host the party, which was the restaurant. We had a DJ to provide the music, and then we had me, the promoter. I didn't have any extra cash to throw into this business idea, and my parents were not about to give their son some money to throw into this dumb business idea when I should be studying, and so we had to get creative. The way that we would make money is that we would charge people cover or a fee to get into the venue, but we did have costs before the party started. Like we needed to pay for security, we had to pay some money to marketing to create some flyers, and so the DJ agreed that he would front the money to do these things, which was maybe a few $100, and then the money that we make from charging cover would first pay off these expenses, and then whatever money is left after that, we would split 50-50. The DJ would take half and I would take half. My first party when I was in high school ended up being huge. So many people ended up showing up because they were curious about what was going on, but we were not ready for that, and so it was just me and the DJ working, and the DJ had to work at the DJ booth, and I was the one trying to collect cover and run everything else. And so because I was running around, a lot of people got into the venue without even paying to get in. By the time we got to the end of the night, everybody had a great time, and now we had some cash to count, and now we're counting the cash, we paid off the expenses, and then we finished counting out all the expenses, and then we were left with a whole $4. $2 for the DJ, $2 for me. We had spent weeks planning the event, preparing for the event, and getting everything ready, and now to reward ourselves, we had a whole $2 each. But this was the start of something a whole lot bigger for me, because when I got to college, I saw that everybody around me in college was partying. But I didn't drink. I wasn't into partying. I just liked the hosting side of it because I liked the business side of it. You know where this is going now, right? So now I'm in college. I see everybody partying, but I don't want to spend my time partying. So I'm a freshman in college, and the first thing I do is I start knocking on the doors of all the clubs and venues on my college campus, and I ask them, hey, what can I do to host a party at your venue? The first club I go to says, no problem. Just pay us $10,000 and you can have the venue and host your party and do whatever you want. I don't have $10,000, so that was not going to happen. I go to the next place, they didn't answer the door. I go to the third place, they said, sure, you can do a party here, and all you got to do is give us, the club, 50% of the cover that you earn. Now it's the exact same thing as before. I didn't have to pay any money to get the venue. I know a whole bunch of DJs, and they were all willing to work with me on a 50-50 commission. So half of the revenue would go to the club, and now we have half of the revenue left. Half of this now remaining revenue would go to the DJ, and the other half would be mine. So yeah, I didn't get to make all the money that I could have, but it was an easy way for me to get started without putting in a whole bunch of cash, because now I have everything I need. Now all I gotta do is do the marketing, and because I'm in college, everybody's all around you. So I would spend a few $100s to print 5,000 flyers, and then I would stand on the street on my college campus passing these out, and I wouldn't stop until all 5,000 flyers were gone. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you gotta do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.